Hello, my name's Jon Sermon. I'm a church leader in Suffolk, and I've committed to offering messages of encouragement as long as the lockdown continues. And here we are today, Wednesday the 13th of May, at a stage where things are beginning to change, but very slowly and with appropriate caution. And the situation is becoming clear in terms of how church might or might not return to what we used to think of as normal. One thing we do know is that it will still be some very significant time before large-scale gatherings in our church buildings will be possible again. So in the meantime, how do we keep everyone encouraged? Well, I'm hoping that these videos will play a part in that for many people, and you are free to pass these on as widely as you like, because I would love them to reach anyone who may receive any kind of benefit. In the meantime, today I wanted to refer to something that actually cropped up in a Zoom meeting I've had this afternoon with church leaders and others from this area as part of our Churches Together group. Now, we had hoped in Halesworth to have a joint open-air worship service for the Christian festival called Pentecost, which comes up in 2.5 weeks' time. And clearly, social distancing and caution is at such a stage that that is not going to be possible. So instead, we're going to be doing a joint Zoom service with people from churches across the area and others who want to come. And if you want to be involved, you must send me an email or a phone call or find out somehow how to get in touch, or send me a message on Facebook, and we'll try to invite as many as we can who respond in that way. But in our meeting, we were also looking at the big picture situation that we're in, and some of the news coverage has recently used a word we don't hear all that often, and that word is apocalyptic. And you may or may not know that that word comes from the word apocalypse, the original name for the last book in the Bible, which we normally refer to as the book of Revelation. And it's a word that implies difficult circumstances potentially leading to the end of the world as we know it. Now, I offer this as part of encouragement today because one of the things we find, even amongst people who've been Christians for many years, steeped in the life of the church, is that a lot of us are very shy of reading the book of Revelation. And the reasons are obvious if you look at it. You see all kinds of imagery that is scary, off-putting, and also difficult to understand. Now, I haven't time to go into a lot of the details of the symbolism in the book of Revelation. It's a vision. It's a bit like when we have dreams. Things make sense in your dream that wouldn't in everyday real life. But we also have amazing pictures of the throne of God and the fact that God is on the throne and in charge. And the main message of the book of Revelation is to remind us that whatever life circumstances throw at us, like with this coronavirus, God is still in charge. He has a plan. It's not phasing God, and God's plans and purposes are for good. And if anything, when we face these difficult circumstances, it gives us an opportunity to reassess our own spiritual life, our own relationship with God, our own priorities. And it's an invitation. Come and see how good it is to know God. Come and see, develop a prayer life. Develop a relationship with God that is on offer to us all through Jesus Christ. He went to the cross in a way that our best scholars struggle ever to understand. Somehow, to take the problem of our rebellion in humanity. Our whole human race is rebelling against how God intends things to be. And he came to take the problem of that onto his own shoulders to bring us back. The message of the book of Revelation, the central point, is that as well as knowing about Jesus, the man who walked this earth and taught his friends and encouraged people, worked miracles, he is now also the risen, ascended, glorified Lord on the throne in heaven. And he invites us to know him. In the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 20, there's an image, and it's Jesus saying effectively to all of us, I stand at the door and I knock, and if you will open the door and let me in, I'll come into relationship with you. It's the door of our heart, if you like. Jesus is knocking at the door of our hearts, wanting to offer us the absolute reassurance that even in these times and circumstances, whatever we may face, we can be secure with him. God bless you.